To have each and everybody here. If it's your first time here or your zillionth time here, welcome. So, actors, you have made it. Welcome to Screen Acting School. You can grab yourself a coffee, open your heart, and get ready. But remember, this is not a TV show, it's a class, and it is not free. You are paying by showing up and doing the work, okay? So, we're so excited to see you all subscribing to our YouTube channel. If you're already subscribed, we adore you. Thank you. And if you aren't yet, that's okay. Hit that button. It is like magic is waiting. So we can't wait to have you there.
Yeah. So let's get into the good stuff, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
This lesson is on the craft of acting. We're going to be covering the improv principle, yes, and we're going to apply it to momentum, mindset, and mistakes. Yes, mistakes. So this is a whole new take on the improv principle, yes, and. And if you don't know that, we're going to explain it. If you're in Audition Plus, we'd like you to bring the yes and principle into your Fool lesson. So the Fool's not just comic relief. The Fool is a truth teller. They're the ones who sneak wisdom past the guards. You think about Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel. Actually, Jimmy Fallon is my favorite because he once raved about five of our clients on The Killing. Not that I'm still bragging. Okay, I totally am.
Yes, and we're going to coach you on making mistakes and loving it, okay? So everyone says that mistakes are a sign of success, but we're going to explain it to you. So it's going to really make sense, okay? You're going to be able to see your mistakes as momentum with the yes and mindset.
Yes, we are. Yes, and you're going to learn three things today. You're going to learn things that will change your life as an actor. Number one, why yes and builds unstoppable momentum in scenes and in life. And the truth about fear, it's not the unknown that stops you, it's your resistance to it. And how mistakes become proof that you're growing, not signs that you're failing.
Yeah. And the very first thing we want you to think about today is this question, okay? How far can I go? So, what do you think? I want you guys to actually put in the work now that you're here. Post your answers in the chat. How far can I go? And the truth is, you really don't know, right? But if you ask that question, it opens up the door to incredible growth. So I really want to see your answers. I'm going to give you a second to pop it in. Yeah, how far can you go in this life, in this career? Laura says limitless. Okay.
Yeah.
Love seeing these. When I was younger, well, no, now. Now, Richard, how far can I go? So think
Mhm.
about that for a second. I'll give you guys a second to pop it in. Brian says it depends on how much gas I have in the tank. He said, it's funny, my husband asked me when I wanted to retire, and I said, never. I want to keep acting till I die. Courtney says, as far as I allow myself, yeah. Kara says, I'm working to believe limitless so that this journey can be limitless. The sky's the limit, says Kyla. Unstoppable, says Michael. Wonderful. Yeah. And the truth is, like I said, you don't know, right? But if you start asking that question, it opens up the door to that incredible growth. And the way to gain the momentum that makes that growth happen is to embrace the messy magic of yes and.
So I want to ask you this. As actors, and even people who are not actors, have you ever been asked that dreaded tell me about yourself question, whether it's in auditions or not, and you immediately forget who you are? Like, ooh.
Yeah, and I see a bunch of people nodding there. Yeah, right? Or maybe you blank on a line that you've rehearsed so much it's practically like tattooed on your skin or on your soul.
Or when you get introduced to someone who could cast you or help you, and suddenly your personality just sort of exits stage left, and you're like, that's not a talent problem. It's a human problem, and it's a response problem. And we're about to fix that. We're going to
Mhm.
show you how to do that with this big open ended question that we've asked: how far can I go? And the honest answer is, I don't know. I've never been there. And
Mhm.
that can be very scary, right? Like, it's easy to say limitless anywhere. That's not a real thing. If you fully accept the premise that you don't know and it's scary, but you don't panic, Instead, you use yes and instead of panicking. You're going to be on fire. How far can I go? I don't know how far I can go. That's true. And it's honest, but it's a total dead end. If you use yes and plus another question to investigate, ooh,
Yeah. So, yes. And I wonder who could help me find out.
yes, and what am I willing to do to find out?
Yes. And who do I have to know or work with to find out?
Yes, and helps you lean into what's really happening, even when you don't feel ready. You can move forward. And that's what we're going to do today, because yes, and means I accept the moment I'm in and I'm going to add something new to keep going. It's
Mhm.
not perfect. It's not polished. No problem. We're after perfection, not progress. You've heard me say it many times.
No, Casey, we're after progress, not perfection.
Oh, did I say perfection, not progress? Oh, that's so funny. So, yes, and I've just made a mistake, and I'm sure that made you just love me more because you see how perfectly human I am. And actually, I guess I should introduce myself since you've all seen me make a mistake. So, for those of you who are new here, I'm Casey, your acting and audition coach. I live in a little cabin in the woods on a farm with 100 chickens, 3 dogs. No, that's wrong again. 3 cats, 2 dogs, and assorted humans. And I love living where I live. And I get to help actors around the world deliver grounded and fearless work.
Yes, yes. And I'm Donna-Marie, your mindset and visualization coach here at Screen Acting School. And I live in the big city because I love people, action, and helping actors believe in themselves so strongly that casting starts to believe too. Now, we coach actors who walk the red carpet for the Oscars, Golden Globes, Emmys. They book life-changing roles in the #1 shows in the world. So we come with receipts, and now we're here for you.
So, when you're talking to someone and they shut you down with, nah, I don't think so. You know that feeling? Or worse, that actually, and your soul just leaves your body. You just feel like, oh, that's the big nope on a rope. And it stops you in your tracks. So, yeah, that is not yes and. Yes and is the golden rule of improv, and it says take the idea and build on it. Don't kill the scene. It's like conversational Jenga, but you actually get to win. Or maybe that's just me. Maybe I don't win. But here's how it works. Yes, I hear you, and I'm not going to steamroll your idea into oblivion. And I'm going to add something juicy to get things going. Make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah. So yes, and you can yes and your self-talk too. Okay. So I want you to think about this in your everyday life. I'm scared. Yes, and what do I have to do to feel more confident?
It's not about agreeing with everything. It's about accepting the offer as real so that you don't stall the scene, the audition, or the moment. So we're going to try this as a group improv. Donna-Marie and I will get started, and you can add your yes and to the chat. But before we start, I just saw someone who spelled their name Tara, Terra. Is that my Tara? I mean, you're all my Taras, but are you Tara that I know and love from many years ago? Maybe, maybe not. I hope you are. If you are, just pop yes in the chat. And if you're not, you're most welcome here too.
Yes, we're
And let's
gonna
go into
do
the improv.
this yes and improv. Okay. And yes, and I have never done improv before in my life. So be nice. Okay.
All new for Donna-Marie. Oh, it's not the same Tara. Well, Tara, well, most welcome. Okay, so here comes the improv. Okay, Donna-Marie, I accidentally volunteered to host the Oscars, and it's in 2 minutes, and also I'm wearing Crocs.
Yes, and I'm going to glue rhinestones on them so they'll be evening Crocs. So let's do this, Casey.
Yes, and my teleprompter is just a post-it note that says, be charismatic.
Yes, and I'll turn my Crocs into tap shoes using breath mints and a little confidence, and no one's going to be listening to you once they see my dancing.
Yes, and I've got a kazoo and a vague memory of the opening number. So let's roll on the dancing. Okay, so with that incredible performance, you've got the idea of your yes and. So we want you to add your yes and to the chat.
Yeah, so we started with I accidentally volunteered to host the Oscars and it's in 2 minutes, and also I'm wearing Crocs. So we want you to give us your yes and post it in the chat. We want to hear your yes and.
What would your yes and be?
I accidentally volunteered to host the Oscars
That's
and it's in
me.
2 minutes. Oh, I was someone has the same yes and as us.
So that's the prompt for everybody to have a look at it.
So Richard says, I did that on my last shoot. I remembered the letters BDA. I improvised the after and added to the scene. And my opposite actor to make the scene more fluid. The producer loved it.
So
Landon
good.
says, I mean, Adam Sandler wore a hoodie and shorts. He did,
There we go.
and everyone loved it, right?
Yes, and you'll set a new trend. Wonderful.
Mhm. Yes, and I'll stand out and look unique. Everyone will talk about me.
Woo.
Totally, totally.
Let's get some more yes ands in here. Let's get your imaginations going. Yes, and I'll call up Tina Fey to the stage.
Yes, and my feet hurt. Hand him over.
Yes, and I'm completely nude. That should distract from the
From the
cross.
cross.
Regina, of course, that's you.
I love it. I love it. So fabulous, you
Okay.
guys. You're getting the idea.
Yes, and you can do multiple colors for your changes. Okay.
Yes, and people will love that I'm being myself. Totally, Christopher. Yes, and you can do oh.
Oh,
Yes, I know the Crocs rock. Totally. Totally.
yes, and you see everyone wear Crocs. That's fabulous. Yes, and they will be so comfortable. Isn't that the truth? Absolutely. So this is what the yes and does for it. It gives us some giblets. Um, it gives you tension. It gives you tension. You have to start creating a story, and it gives you a reason to keep watching.
Yeah, and outside of acting, you guys, same deal. Okay. So in industry events and rehearsals, in those moments where maybe you do forget your lines, yes, and is what keeps ideas from flatlining. Okay. It's a creativity generator, it's a momentum machine, and it's an ego softener all rolled into two tiny words.
So just to recap a little pro tip here, saying no ends the moment, and saying yes and expands the moment. It makes you the kind of actor and human being that people want to create with.
Yeah, absolutely. So, my beautiful souls, let's talk about momentum right now. Okay. So often we pause, hesitate, or overthink when we hit the unknown, right? Does that sound familiar? We
Mm-hmm.
think maybe we need a little bit more clarity, a better plan, the perfect answer. But what if the thing that actually moves you forward is simply saying yes and plus another question? So, yes, this moment is messy and I can handle it. Who can help? Yes, I don't know the next steps. And I wonder what's next. Yes, that audition shook me. And who can help me feel more skilled and confident?
Hint, Casey and Donna-Marie that way. Casey and Donna-Marie coach. Coach a confidence and skills in Audition Plus. And I saw Amber Hooper saying, I love this, and it distracted me. I'm so glad you love this, Amber.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Casey. So, yes, and is more than an improv rule. Okay. It's a life mindset. It's how you choose to stay in motion, even when the path isn't laid out yet. Okay. It's how you trust yourself in real time. Because as we established before, no shuts the door and overthinking just locks the windows.
Yes, and opens doors and windows and all sorts of opportunities for you.
Yeah. And it doesn't mean pretending everything's okay.
No, it doesn't. It just means to stay engaged. You're saying, yes, I'm in this and I'm not backing down.
Yeah, and that's the mindset of growth, right? That we're always talking about. That's the mindset of actors who get back up again and again and again until they land the role they didn't even know was made for them.
It happens so often. It happens to our clients all the time. You don't need a flawless plan. You need a flexible response. Yes, and is how you keep the scene and your career alive.
Yeah, so you don't need to know the whole path, okay, you guys? You just need to stay open to what's next. And yes, and is how you become the version of yourself who's really ready for it.
When you say yes, and even the messy middle, which always feels like failure, you don't have to worry about it. You just keep the scene alive. You keep your future alive.
Yeah, and honestly, you guys, here's what we know. The people who grow, the ones you see booking, the ones who are evolving, they aren't the ones who always know the plan. They're the ones who keep moving even when they don't. So hear this now. The unknown isn't the problem. Your resistance to it is. So that moment where you want to shut down, say something safe, run, that's the moment to say, yes, this is scary. And I'm going to do it anyways. What would
Yes,
give me
oh,
more courage?
sorry, Donna-Marie. Brian, everybody's saying like how funny it is that Brian said yes and at the beginning. So true. I guess we're in sync. But yes, I bombed that callback and I'm still standing. Who can help me get better? By the way, still us, still Audition Plus.
Yes, I feel behind and I'm still building. How can I learn better skills?
Yes, I'm unsure and I'm still showing up. Where should I go next?
Yeah, so I want you to give this some thought, okay? I want you to think of this as a journal prompt this week. So, ears open, this is your homework. And I want you to let us know how it goes. Where am I trying to control instead of trust? And what would it look like to say yes and here? Okay, I'm going to repeat that. Where am I trying to control instead of trust? And what would it look like to say yes and here? Now, I really want you to do this work, okay? This is homework. I loved seeing everyone's posts about their work from class last week, and it is
Me
just
too.
incredible to see how it changed your lives in less than a week. There were so many comments, right? So remember, your future doesn't need you to be perfect. It needs you to be present.
So I just popped a PDF into the chat here. It's your Yes and handbook. It's really Yes and PDF, not really a handbook. And it's going to help you with your momentum and your mistakes.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mistakes equal momentum.
Yeah, right. So you can't reach your future with your current skill set or mindset. Both need to grow. That's just the truth of the matter.
So if you are not making mistakes, you are not expanding, you're just circling around.
Yeah, and every time that you flub a line or you make a weird acting choice, great. You just stepped past who you were yesterday.
I'm sure that resonates for everyone, that flubbing a line or weird acting choice. But mistakes are not dead ends, right? They are proof that you're in motion and you're moving toward a future that is much bigger and much better than your past.
Yeah, so let's reframe that, okay, you guys? So mistake equals a growth marker, right? It's just a marker that you're growing. A flop equals forward. If you freeze, okay, opportunity to shift, not shame. All right, I really want you to think about that.
And I'm so glad that's so validating, Courtney. Absolutely, it should be. I think it shows you what it means by failing toward success. Because if you don't know and you don't know what you're doing, of course you're going to fail. So that means you're actually growing. But if you're
Mhm.
just staying doing the same thing that's safe for you, well, that's where you're going to stay.
Yeah.
And it's boring. So I want you to ask the question again. How far can I go? How far can I go? I don't know this. And I'm speaking for myself and Donna-Marie here because we are in this right now.
Mhm.
I don't know, but I know this. I've never made mistakes like this before. I've never taken risks like this before. And I've never been so in it before. So
Yeah.
deeply in it before.
Yeah. So that means I'm on the way, right? I'm not done yet. I'm growing. I'm growing.
I see that this is, yeah, I see that this is exciting for some of you. How far can I go? I don't know, but I'm excited to find out. Yes. And now let's ask that question. What's the next question? What do I have to do? What do I have to give up? What do I have to add? What do I have to know? Who do I have to know?
Mhm.
All of these questions are going to take you. As soon as you end that thought with something that has a period instead of a question mark, it ends the exploration. You
Mhm.
can't do that. You've got to keep asking questions. And those questions will keep challenging you. The exploration won't end. And you, as I said earlier, will have a bigger future, a better future than your past. And remember, even if you've got less time in front of you than you have behind you, it doesn't mean that your future can't be bigger and better.
100%.
It doesn't mean that. So let's recap what you just learned. Yes, and builds unstoppable momentum in scenes and in life. The truth about fear and failure, it's not the unknown that stops you, it's your resistance to the unknown. And mistakes are your proof. They become the proof that you're growing. They are not signs that you're failing.
Yeah, absolutely. So I hope each and every single one of you have heard this today and that you take this week to use that yes and principle and that you really go through that prompt and do that homework. Okay. And if you're ready to grow your talent, confidence, charisma, community, then you can go ahead and join the waitlist for Audition Plus. I'm going to pop the link in for you. Registration is not open at the moment, but you can join the waitlist. And if you're already on the wait list, then keep your eyes on your inbox. A few days, 3 days before the end of the month is when we open registration. And that's when we'll go through and make all of our selections. But remember, we are only taking actors who show us what they really want. So when you fill that out, we want to know about your commitment, your dedication to your work, to this craft, to your career, and we want to know what's in your heart. Okay. And here is the beautiful truth. If you choose to accept it, you are only one audition away from a life-changing role. That's the truth. So let's make sure that everyone in that room remembers you. I'm going to give you that waitlist link one more time. And if you would like to join the waitlist, you can go ahead and copy it now before we wrap things up here. Beautiful truth, Shakti says. Absolutely. Oh, Virginia's saying Audition Plus loves you, Shakti. Yes, Shakti is Audition Plus course, and to know Shakti is to love him. He is just a wonderful human being. Absolutely. So I'm going to say, I think, Casey, that's a wrap for us. I want to remind you, don't forget to do your homework, okay? Post it in the group. Let us know how it goes. These little things help you move forward. Tara's saying, thank you so much. You're so
You're so
welcome.
welcome.
Thanks for the lesson, lovely ladies. You're welcome. iPhone says, I'm ready for a better and happier lifestyle. Wonderful, wonderful. Richard says, ladies, another awesome meeting. Thank you for the enthusiasm to keep moving on. You're so welcome.
You're so
Courtney says,
welcome.
this was so wonderful. Courtney, you're welcome. You are so, so welcome.
And
Lindsay,
Lindsay, you're welcome.
thanks again, ladies, says Malcolm. Thank you very much, Casey and Donna-Marie. You are so, so welcome. We hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. We'll see you right back here next Tuesday for another incredible lesson. And I can't wait to see your applications for the waitlist. It gives me so much joy.
Me too. Oh, we get some great applications. Absolutely. Absolutely. Makes it very hard to select. All right. I think that's going to be a wrap for us.
I'm just going to,
Oh,
I think I was sorry, I got a private message. I don't know if I sent that privately, but I got a private message from iPhone 2, so I can't see what your name is. And it says, I'm very interested in joining Audition Plus. We would love to have you. You do have to fill out the application, and then we go through the wait list at the end of the month. It's not first come, first serve. Depends on how many spots we have available. So you can go ahead and copy that link that I've pasted in there for the waitlist and fill out that application. And then we will let you know, but I can't see your name. I'm sorry, but we would love to have you. So
and
wonderful.
remember to tell us, sorry, just remember to tell us about your commitment and your passion. These are two defining factors of the kind of people that will accept into Audition Plus.
Yeah, and it is Melissa. Well, thank you, Melissa, and I look forward to seeing your application. Okay, everyone, I think that's a wrap for us. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, and we finished on time again today, Casey. How about that?
Bye.